working with this tin. It's about 9 inches in diameter, I believe, and this actually came from Temptations. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead off camera, sand this down with some 120 sandpaper, and then I'm going to give it a first coat of paint in cashew chalk paint, and that would look like this. Okay, so we will be right back when that is all done. We're going to start working on the lid first. We're just going to set the body of the tin aside. Now I did get a couple of these cute papers from Temu. It came in a larger pack than this, but these are the few that I picked out for this project. I may or may not use them all, but these are the ones we're going to work with. Love this for the top of the tin, so that's where we're going to start. And all I'm going to do is position it over the tin. It fits perfectly. I'm going to flip it over, and we're just going to draw a circle and quickly cut it out. So now that we have this cut out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold it like so, and fold it again. And the reason for this is just to find the center, because we will need to know where that center is later. So I'm just going to mark it with my pencil, as you can see. And now we're going to stick this baby on. So we'll put that light coat of Mod Podge, very light, even coat. Make sure you hold it up, because anytime you're not standing over something directly, you could get it on crooked. So make sure you hold it up and just lightly start to press it on there. Don't worry about the fold lines we just made, because they will totally disappear. So now I'm going to go in and finish up the second half here. And just smooth it on. Something with this edge. And so there we have our top. And what I'm going to do is take just a little bit of water and just mist it a little at a time, just a small area at a time. And then I'm going to take just a tiny bit of my wax, my Waverly antiquing wax, and go over it. And if you can see, by damping that surface, it kind of wakes up that fresh paint job we just did and gives it a nice soft wood-like appearance. I'm going to go in and carefully get the edges here. And a little goes a long way. So I'm just going to dab a tiny bit. I want to use one of these wood slices from Dollar Tree as a handle, but I don't want to set it up like this because I don't want my project to look like a pumpkin. So I did go ahead and pre-drilled a tiny hole here, and then I drilled through the mark that we put on the paper earlier. And all I'm going to do is turn it on the other side and start to get that screw in there. It's okay that it's a little tight. We want it to be a little tight. And now that we have it poking through, I'm going to go ahead and sit my wood block here. And continue to screw this in. Once you get it in there so far, it's actually in the block. You can turn both sides to make this go a little faster. You can also use your drill for this. Again, I just want to minimize the amount of sound that the drill makes. We're almost there. You can certainly glue something here instead of drilling. But there we go. We have it in there and it's looking good. So this is what we're looking like. All right, so this is pretty much done. We'll figure out the sides and if we want to do anything more with that later. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did with the edge of the lid by just putting a little bit of water on here, misting a little bit of water, and then doing our antiquing wax. So we're just going to take a small amount at a time and just lightly dip in here into our wax and go around. You should do this in small areas, small parts. And if it starts to dry up, when you just spray again. And again, all the water does is it makes it more of a seamless, so it doesn't look so blotchy. It gives it a nice soft wood appearance. We want to try to minimize brush strokes, the stop and start points as well. So we'll be looking for those, being mindful of those as we go. We're not adding a lot of color here, just enough to give it a little bit of depth. You can apply this with a sponge brush if you like. I just prefer a regular paintbrush when I'm doing this effect. And guys, once you conquer this, and you can see it's not hard to conquer once you do it, it's very easy. But once you get this under your belt, you can apply this water and antiquing wax method to almost all of your projects. Any project. I've done it on kitchen cabinets, furniture, and of course smaller projects like this. We're just misting the surface a little. And we're going in with our antiquing wax, just a little tiny bit on the brush. And what we're going to do for the sides is take a little piece of this scrapbook paper that came in the Woodland pack that I received, and I cut this in thirds. So I have 3 strips, and then I've taped them together. Now I did need a little bit more of another sheet, but because they're all the same theme, it goes together well. So with this, I should have a little bit of an overlap. So basically I have 3 different panels because I cut the paper in thirds, and then I have just a little bit more. So I have about maybe half of a 4th one from a different sheet of paper. So I did put just tiny pieces of tape, Scotch tape here, to bind them together to make it easy for me to just kind of fit it around the middle here, which you'll see. And see here we have a little bit of overlap now, and that's okay because I'd rather have more than less. We can definitely trim some of that away. So what I'm going to do is just mark with my pencil where it stops, and then I'm going to trim just a little bit of this, not all of it, most of it. And we'll just get rid of that, okay? So we're going to just go ahead and make sure that it's centered on the pan. So here you see me just attaching this final piece, lining it up like so, and just easily smoothing it over. And then when I'm overlapping here, I just want to be sure that the piece that I'm overlapping lines up with the piece that I'm putting down. We'll probably need just a little bit more Mod Podge there. And there we have it. That we have this washi tape, and I could go around the edges here with this and finish it. What do you guys think? Would that finish it, or should we just leave it? I think maybe we put it on there and finish it. You have to let me know in the comments if you would do this part. I almost wish that I had a brown washi tape because I think it would tie in nicely with the rest of the tin. But we are going to work today with what we have. So let's do that. Now, when I'm working with washi tape, and I hope you guys do too, it doesn't stick by itself. It's meant for scrapbooking. It's not meant for crafting like this, but we are pushing the limits. And just to make sure that it stays on there, we are going to use our Mod Podge. So we're just going to slowly go around and finish these edges. I'm not putting a lot of Mod Podge here. I'm not laying a lot down at all. And again, I'm very sorry for the angle of the camera. Still just learning. I have a computer set up here next to me, so if I am mindful enough to look over, I can usually see when I'm working outside of the frame. So my apologies, guys, and my gratitude for you tolerating it while I learn the ropes. So we're just going to continue all the way around. And I probably don't have to show you all of this. Well, let me just get the top one on here, and then I'll do the other off camera. So we're just making sure that it gives it a nice finished look here. So that's what the top looks like. I will go ahead and finish the bottom off camera, and we'll be right back. So I did decide to really quickly put just a touch of Mod Podge on the handle because it has a little bit of that bark flaking off, and I want that to stay put. Again, this will be sealed as well with our final spray, but you know, we can't count on the spray to do every little thing, so we'll just take precautions. And then I'm going to go ahead over on the front and the sides as well. So I think we might actually stop here. I know that in the beginning I said that I might put something around the lid, and I'm glad that I waited because I used that washi tape around the edges, and I think that does it a little bit better justice.